This is a review of the Amir Khan versus Danny Garcia fight. The fight was for Khan's title as well, since the WBA overturned the decision to allow Lamont Peterson to have the belt after he tested positive for steroids after their fight. Danny Garcia's WBC title and the Ring Magazine title were also on the line. And there was a lot of trash talk between Amir Khan and Garcia's dad. And what can I say? The first two rounds, Khan looked fantastic. Tremendous speed, but he seemed very, very aggressive. And he was taking a few counters in the first and second round. And it looked like it was just going to catch up with him. And I was worried Garcia would catch him with something big. And as you can see from that shot, that was in the third round. Khan said after the fight it was a blind shot. Whether it was or not, Khan went down very, very heavy. That was the same left hook Danny Garcia landed against Erik Morales. As great as Khan looked in the first two rounds, he was fighting way too aggressive, wild and open for my liking. I thought that he could have just boxed him on the outside and, you know, not been so worried about putting on such a show. And as such, he went down very heavy. I am very, very surprised that after that first knockdown, the referee let him continue. 99% of the time, you watch 100 knockdowns like that, 99 of them, the referee would have stopped the fight. He went down very heavy. When he got up, his feet were all over the place. And I think the referee bought him a few extra seconds by asking him a couple of times, "Are you okay? Are you sure?" I was very surprised the referee let him continue. Unfortunately for Khan, in the fourth round, things didn't go too much better. He went down early in the fourth round. Even after the first knockdown, he wasn't trying to hold and survive until his head cleared. Every now and then, you know, he'd hold for a second and he'd start trading again. That same thing that cost him the fight against Prescott, when Prescott knocked him down early and then knocked him out because Khan tried to fight back. Unfortunately for Khan, he went down again in the next round. He got up, to his credit, but again, instead of holding, trying to survive, trying to box on the outside, he got involved and Garcia knocked him down again. This time, the referee counted to 8. Khan's feet all over the place. The referee counted to 8. Khan was up, but there was a slight, tiny bit of hesitation from when the ref asked Khan if he's alright, if he wants to continue, to when Khan said yes, you know, till he stepped forward. He said he was taking deep breaths, and the referee waved it off. To be honest with you, the way Khan was fighting, it would have taken a miracle for him to get back into the fight. He'd already been down 3-4 times. With the first one was such a heavy knockdown. I'm shocked the referee let it continue after that. And Garcia knocked him out in the fourth round. And it was sensational knockout, sensational win for Danny Garcia. I didn't really rate Danny Garcia too highly before this fight, solely because Erik Morales gave Danny Garcia, you know, he gave him his fair share of problems, and Erik Morales at that age shouldn't have really been giving Danny Garcia, WBC champion, that kind of problems, you know. Kenny Bayless, he done the right thing. He waved it off. Excuse me, if I was going to wave that fight off, I would have probably done it after the first knockdown. But to his credit, he gave Khan every opportunity. Khan said it wasn't his night. He didn't make too many excuses like you normally see Amir Khan make. They're just showing the replays on the TV right now as I'm talking. And that first knockdown, if you haven't seen the fight, make sure you catch highlights, because that first knockdown, Khan went down so heavy. He got up, he only had 8 seconds to survive from when he got up, and he managed to just about get through to the end of that round. He was so wobbly. Even at the end of that round, you see him trying to balance his feet out so he doesn't go flying on the floor, but he was all over the place. Fourth round, to his credit, first 10 seconds he managed to dodge Garcia by blocking, but then after that he got involved a little bit, and that was pretty much it. Khan got knocked out. No excuses could really be given. It was that Danny Garcia just took his time. Khan was definitely, in the first two rounds, you see Khan was by far the faster boxer, but he made a big mistake, and it's frustrating when you see someone with Khan's ability constantly make these mistakes. It's the same, he kind of fought the same fight that he fought against Lamont Peterson, where Peterson was the slower fighter, Khan was landing long flashy punches, but when Peterson got in close, he was landing big winging punches, and Khan was just trying to trade with him. And you can do that with someone with Lamont Peterson's power, who I believe only had 11 knockouts in his career, but Danny Garcia had power and he showed it, knocked him out. Where does where does Amir Khan go from here? The Mayweather fight that he was talking about before this fight is definitely out the window. Um, where does he go from here? I mean, surely none of the world champions are going to want to fight him. Um, there's no need for them to fight him. I personally think the best thing for Amir Khan to do would be to get a rematch with Lamont Peterson. Since there's no, there's probably not going to be any titles on the line, since I think it's just a matter of time before the IBF strip Lamont Peterson as well. Where does Amir Khan go from here? It certainly leaves his career in complete tatters. I mean, he got knocked out by Prescott. He lost to Lamont Peterson, and in his comeback fight, got knocked out by Danny Garcia. He is a hell of an entertaining fighter to watch. Max Letterman, after the fight, when he was interviewing them, was thanking both of them for just putting on such a great display. And it was a hell of a fight. For 4 rounds, 2 rounds completely one way, 2 rounds completely the other way. Khan done his best to hold on. Danny Garcia is definitely going to be one to watch now, and unfortunately for Amir Khan, his career is in tatters at the moment. So we'll see where this goes from here. If you haven't seen the fight, make sure you catch it. Terrific, terrific fight.
It was over because Danny could punch you with both hands. That's the problem. People understand.